Hello and welcome to Stoneblock 4. It's my current series going on. If you haven't seen the other episodes, check out the playlist on my channel. Hopefully you do enjoy, and if you do and you check me out, or you keep coming back and you're not yet, feel free to subscribe, leave the video a like, and maybe even leave a comment of things you want me to play next. Enjoy the video. But today we are finishing up that enchantment quest line, finally. And then... Seems monsters have spawned somewhere. Interesting. But, so we are gonna start off with finishing up the enchantment quest line that we started last time. That was giving us so much trouble. And then we can work on... I'm thinking of working on storage, so AE2 is probably what we're going to go with. It's the easiest. Yeah, it's going to be really laggy over here because this is actually full. I need to work on that. But for now, we just need all of that experience. We will take care of that later and just let it break my world for now. I did a couple of quests offline. I got this Fluid Cow quest complete. And I did make the soul extractor. I just need to make the chicken seeds. And I started on this quest line here for AE2. I made the flawless budding Certus quartz, and they don't have some of the blocks that I would normally use for the mod, which is a little confusing, but they did add blocks in, so not too hard to understand. I made an extension over here. We have the flawless budding Certus quartz, and you can shift to grow the Certus quartz block. It just takes a long time. And you can break these to turn it into Certus quartz dust, or once they're fully grown, get the Certus quartz crystals. And now this is the new way of getting circuits. So the circuit fabricator is crafted in the world engine with iron plates, pistons, copper plates, and diamonds. And a lot of power, 1.2 million power. And that's that. And it needs this multi-block of 19 blue sheet metal, 3 vibrant quartz glass, and a mysterious cube. So I had to go buy another one of these because I bought one thinking it was normal, but it's not. Breaking one of these just gives you the plates, and they do nothing. So this right here can accept up to 10 acceleration cards. The quest line gives you 5. And I made some logic processors because we need to make ME storage buses. We might get into this today. We might not. That is entirely dependent on whether I have time. So, the other thing that I did is I looked into moo fluids, which is fluid cows. I did make a fluid cow. It was a random one. And we have a nickel fluid cow in there. It still needs to grow, but it is in there. And I'm thinking we might make a lava cow to increase our power production. I think that might be a good way of doing it. Just need these real quick. Let us go infuse this sea shelf, now that I have enough levels. Throw this down in this gap right here, and now we should have enough of everything to start infusing the deep shelves. Which we do. Fantastic. So we need 6 of these. And 2 of those will be turned into echoing deep shelves. I need candles and the echo shards. Echo shards are up here. I should have a bunch of candles. Yeah, here they are. Let's throw a bunch of stuff I don't need into this chest here. Okay. We'll grab some candles, and we need 2 echoing deep shelves. And that's that quest complete. So now we can finally finish this quest line here. Gives us a random reward. We got a repair talisman. Holy. Every second it repairs one of my items for 1 durability, and that goes on my belt slot. So it will passively repair every item in my inventory. My armor, my tools, everything. That is amazing. Normally they're really hard to craft. Yeah, red matter. I'm not anywhere near red matter. That is an amazing addition to our repertoire. Let me turn back on my magnet and grab all this stuff from this loot bee. Okay. We got feather, eggs, coal. That's about it. Oh, and there was one over here, probably an iron ingot? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, slightly sidetracked. I really need to fix my storage situation because this is abysmal. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking we might get into Roost Ultimate as well to see if we can get some sort of chicken production going. It just takes a couple items, and I still don't entirely know how it works, but I am looking into it. Now we need to go talk to the Enchanter. So we'll head to spawn. We will then go to the Enchanter. Okay. He doesn't have anything more to say to us, but we did unlock more stuff. Actually, did we? I think we didn't. Also, I did test it, and the rainbow coal doesn't actually help in our basic generator. So that was a waste of a rainbow coal. It acted as 1 piece of coal instead of the 5,120 some odd. We're going to have this auto build. This. Assemble the enchanting upgrade. I don't entirely know what the enchanting upgrade achieves. I assume it allows me to make books of enchanting in my world engine. Okay, the enchanting upgrade's now in here. And the reason I'm looking into power is because I want to boost this. Because this does nothing currently. Like, the 12,000 FE is consumed in an instant. Because everything takes so much power. Okay. Now we need to go back and talk to the Echo of Guidance. Go back to spawn. Echo of Guidance. Complete the stage. The World Engine can now support Tier 3 upgrades. The work will now reboot 3 additional archives. Echo of the Infernal carries knowledge of the underworld, a place where few have survived. The Echo of the Catalyst manages machines and tools designed to accelerate your progress. And the Echo of the Lightbender manipulates quantum and subatomic mechanisms. Okay. So, we complete this quest. We go up another Unearther level, which means we're level 5. And we are now in the Solaris chapter. None of these are going to turn green, and it bothers me. So, Infernal, with the archive unlocked, it is time to explore the lobby and find the Echo of the Infernal. Work with this Echo to unlock the Spirit upgrade for your world engine. Okay. The Catalyst is the Advanced Machine Block upgrade. And the Night Lightbender is the Fortron block. I do need that because I need Fortron for something I was looking into before. I don't exactly remember what it was, but it didn't show any way of producing it, so I assume this questline is going to show how to do that. If I remember correctly, the Infernal is over this way. So this is the Quartermaster, I think over here? Yes. We'll talk to Catalyst first, because it's right here. I assume this is the end. Looks like it. Alrighty, it's pretty in here. Whoa. Catalyst. Hey there, are you ready to tackle more fun and interesting marvels of technology? It's kind of crazy, right? How so many of us managed to build all these upgrades for the same ancient machine across different eras, each one improving on the last. Not to brag, but I've contributed more upgrades to the world engine than most. Still, quality beats quantity, every time. My work ended up at tier 3 for a reason. Wait until you see what some of the other echoes cooked up, it'll blow your mind. Anyway, enough yapping, let's get to it. The upgrade I'll be teaching you about is what keeps the whole world engine from falling apart when you start cranking up the power. My advanced machine blocks are the backbone of every high-tier system. Without them, you probably collapse this entire dimension. So before we risk that, let's work on your power generation. With the help of some tech from the Quartermaster and the Infernal, you'll need to build an energizing orb. It's used to fuse high-tier materials like nitro crystals. Once you get that running, use the results to make a nitro ender cell and power up your world engine. Alright, so we need to work on nitro crystals from power with ender cells. We can get, the chance icosahedrons, phantom membranes, basic to nether tier upgrades, and basic to diamond tier. We do have a turtle and an infinite water cell for AE. I might also look into these rings, because the rings do stuff. And drops teleport from just dire things. Okay. I don't need most of what he's offering right now. Really, I don't need any of it. But the infinite water cell might be useful later, because it allows me to fill buckets and such. This guy's super far away. Lightbender. Okay, I don't know why he's so far from the other two. Okay, it's made of cut, tough, and andesite. Okay, Mr. Lightbender. He only has 4 things: the focus matrix, the night vision upgrade, night vision goggles, and ultimate pipe upgrades from pipes. Might be useful. Ah, splendid. It has been ages since a fellow scholar wandered into my workshop. Through my work in quantum and subatomic physics, I designed countless technological marvels, some of which are still in use today. Teleportation, particle manipulation, and even energy refraction. Many called me mad, yet here I am. Well, sort of. This projection is merely a reflection of my old brilliance. Fascinating, isn't it? Such a feat would require technology far beyond anything I have ever witnessed. Now then, let's get you started on those upgrades for that rather dysfunctional world engine of yours. First, you must study particle formations capable of bending and refracting energy fields. In simpler terms, force fields. To master them, you must conquer a vault that will let you extract Fortron and infuse it into a metallic alloy designed to refract energy. This will allow you to craft the Fortron blocks needed for your upgrade. So we need Fortron infused ingots from the Fortron vault. Craft 4 Fortron infused blocks. Yes, the Fortron infused ingots is what I was needing. And as he's saying it, I'm remembering it. So the Fortron infused ingots I need for the extractor. The extractor will allow me to get infinite of so many different things, including lava, which will be boost to my energy production. It also allows me to extract Certus Course dust, chorus fruit, cobblestone if I ever need it, and it also allows me to get infinite dragon eggs, dragon's breath, endstone, ice, kivy once I need it, even mud. But like so many things, like this, the netherrack, I will need this, because I need to set up the dimensionalist to automatically sieve netherrack. But I also want this. The way to automatically produce skystone, because skystone and skystone dust are used in pretty much all of AE2's stuff. So, it's also how I get Kivy in the first place. So I definitely need Photron. We might do that today, but let's see what the other quests do, and then I might do the vault next time. And here he is, the Infernal. So, let's head down here and see what we're cooking with. Alright, Mr. Infernal. The hell's a scrawny brat like you trying to restore the world engine? You wouldn't have lasted a single day in the underworld expedition with a body like that. Not that many of us did anyway. Even the strong can fall, our commander used to say. Never been truer than now. Since you look more like the brains over brawn type, I suggest you gear up before going after this upgrade, you rookie. My upgrade's just another step towards that power of the deep the Enchanter keeps yapping about, if you've met them. Doesn't matter if you haven't, I'm not one for teamwork anymore. This upgrade works fine without any of their magical nonsense. What you'll need is combat experience and proper gear if you're planning to take on the Guardian of the Underworld in that vault. You'll also need to understand a bit of the spiritual side. I never used to believe in it either until I saw what's down there. Get your hands on some soul-stained metal. It'll let you bind the physical, spiritual, and underworld realms together to forge spirit blocks. Shouldn't be too hard for a determined spirit. So I've got 2 vaults that I need to go into. A random apotheosis gem, obsidian generator upgrade, and a dripping upgrade. Oh, also an inhibitor obelisk, wither skeleton skulls, and a wither rose. I want both of these upgrades, because if they do what I think they do... Okay. Functional storage. Great. Fantastic. I need a fluid drawer. And a regular drawer. And we will start producing lava and obsidian in that. Okay. Let's go back to base. We'll head back up top. And we will look at what I got from the quests. 25, 25, and I think 25. So we have 2 vaults to get into. And then we have crafting an ender cell. Which is just great. But let's look at here. Hidden deep within Netherrack, the Infernal mentioned a buried vault in the Nether Ring that is home to a very dangerous burning soul. The vault comes alive once the jukebox is activated with its favorite song. Note that this vault is dangerous. Come prepared for a fight. I need to craft this music disc and then I can go, but that requires me to put latex in the world engine. I need to have netherite scrap and blaze gold. Okay. The other quest is tampering with spirits. Infusing a spirit into anything is not usually welcomed, one could say. To start this process, you'll need a spirit altar to commune with spirits. You can find runewood trees within the arcane grove. Just be ready to put up a fight. Once you've harvested some of the runewood, you'll need a single piece of refined soulstone to create the altar. This requires either throwing raw ores into the Weeping Well structure, or the magician can help you out for the right price. So I need a spirit altar, which requires runewood, and I need a refined soulstone. Okay. This is just finding it, and it's a maze. So, I guess we can wait on these for a little bit while I set up storage. Yes, drawer generation. So I need an oak drawer, which needs a chest. I'm sure I have a chest. I made like 40 of them at some point. There's 5 of the iron ones. I guess I really don't have any chests left. That's okay, I guess. Apparently I'm out of... No, there it is. I was like, apparently I'm out of wood too, but I made so much that that's kind of hard to believe. Okay, I need a drawer. And I need a fluid drawer. And we are going to slap these down right here. This is going to start producing obsidian every 300 ticks. And this one, we're going to throw in the dripping upgrade. So this is slowly going to make lava, which is perfect. So I can now boost my energy production so much. So the way that I'm going to boost my energy production is with Oritech. Oritech has this upgrade, the Steam Boiler add-on. And it allows any generator, instead of producing power, to produce steam. And then that steam can be fed into a steam engine to produce even more power than what this standard lava generator could produce. This produces 64 RF per tick. This produces... I can't remember. But it is supposedly way better. But I'm going to run a test on it to make sure that that's true, because if it's not true, then the lava generator is going to be our best bet. I might get like 3 more of these dripping upgrades and just make so much lava, because I need it for so many things. But I'm also thinking of making lava through Roost Ultimate, or through Fluid Cows. But that is not something we're focusing on right now. Right now, we should pick one of these quest lines to start working on. Because that lava upgrade bypassed everything else I wanted to do today. We could focus on storage, upgrade my storage, but in order to do that, we'll need so much more power. So storage is kind of lower on my list. So let's start working with Malum, because I've never done it before. So let's look for soul stones, because I think I had some. Yeah, raw soul stones. I need refined soul stones. I don't think I have any of those. I do not. Okay. And then I think it's rune wood. Which I know I picked up at some point, but I don't know if I kept it. Doesn't look like it. We're gonna have to go back to the Arcane Grove. Let's find our compass. Healing Spring, Arcane Grove. I wonder if my Explorer's Compass will let me use it. If I grab this and I say Arcane Grove, and I crouch right click. No, that just wiped it. Arcane Grove. Teleport? Ooh, well, that worked, but that is not what I was looking for. I'm pretty sure this is an ancient city. So that's something. It is an ancient city. This is kind of insane. But I will take this opportunity that has been given to me. So we are going to sneak around. crouch walking, of course. It is so dark down here. Let me double check that my brightness is all the way up. It is. I do not have the ability to fight a warden, so I am praying that one doesn't come alive. Okay, this is gonna be... Let me grab everything out of this chest because I've just activated it. Run away. Okay. I don't like it here. I am terrified of the warden. In this mod pack specifically. In my last one, I, like, demolished him multiple times, so I'm not... Once I have gear, he's not that scary, but the fact that I don't have gear makes him incredibly scary. Okay. I got more echo shards, I got a ruined book, swift sneak, unbreaking and temptation. Nothing really fantastic. Ancient knowledge fragment, a biome crystal, and a blank runestone. Okay. So, I don't really want to be here, but I know that my explorer's compass takes me here now. But this compass will take me to the arcane grove. Okay, we're back here. This is a runewood tree. We will cut down the tree. We will jump and hit this log until it breaks. And then let's build up, I guess. I did get saplings, so I can now make these trees at home. Okay, fantastic. So, that is all I needed. Because if I remember correctly, this place kinda sucks. So, I do kinda want to fight this guy again. Because it should be respawned now. Yeah. Come on, Archivoker. You can do better than that. There you are, bud. Now that I have vampirism, this is, like, surprisingly simple. Because he does deal quite a bit of damage to me. But both my sword and one of my artifacts do vampirism. So now he's dead. So I should get the trial stuff. Well, I guess it did just drop on the floor, but that's fine. I hate Vexes so much. One of the worst additions to the game. I mean, not as bad as the Phantom, but yeah, he drops stuff for these quest lines. So, or not for the quest line, but for the mod that we're working through, the Malum mod. So we will take it. Okay. I don't remember if I left anything here. I did leave some soul stones. Third eye. Ah! Healing. I'm probably going to need the brilliance. We'll grab the string, because I know I don't have a lot of that back at home. Probably have more now. We'll grab this. Yeah, I know I have more string than I usually do, because I now have my mob farm. But it's not something I have a lot in my chests. Oh. I don't need any of that. I will grab the soul stone and the feathers. I left feathers here? What was I, crazy? I don't know when I'm gonna need some random stuff, so we will grab the, like, obscure items. Because I know that at some point they're gonna be like, you need to craft, like, 40 cobwebs for the next craft, because they always do stuff like that. I think I already took everything from here. Okay. Up one more level, because I think that's the top of the tower. It is. There's the inscription table. I already took all these bookshelves. And I think the bookshelves was all that was really here. Looks like it. Okay, now we will go home. I'm not going to run back, we'll just teleport. And then we can dump a lot of this randomly. And then how do I use the soul stone? If I cook it, it becomes refined. Okay, that's easy. Okay, refined soul stone. Let's see if I have any more milk so I can get rid of this weird purple haze. I do, fantastic. Great. So, I now need to craft the spirit altar. Oh, I need the rune wood. And I need planks. And then now we'll craft the spirit altar. Okay. The quest line is gathering souls. Commune was probably a stretch. You'll need the souls of specific mobs, and that means cosplaying as the Grim Reaper and swinging a scythe. Mobs will release their spirits when killed with the scythe, meaning you'll need to hunt down specific monsters for their souls. Zombies and skeletons should have all the souls you need for this craft. I need a crude scythe. And I need soul-stained steel. And that is 3 wicked spirits, 1 earthen spirit, and 1 arcane spirit. In the spirit infuser with 4 refined soulstone gives me 1. We're gonna make a new room for this. It's actually just gonna be straight back here. Let me grab torches out of my bag. I should have torches in here. There they are. Where is my pocket storage? There it is. All right. We will just mine out a little room in here. This should be all we need. And then we will put a spirit altar right here. Okay. Good. And now let's craft that scythe. Now, let's go get some mobs. I apparently completed a few quests with the scythe from the bounty board. Oh, killed an Arch-Evoker, yeah. Gearing up. I got a Scythe from Malum. This is what I need, by the way. I need a jewel crafting station. So I need 4 archwood, 2 copper, and a lapis. And apparently source. 750 source. I got that. So archwood, I don't think I have any more of. I think I've used it all in crafts like regular wood. Which is a little unfortunate, but we can worry about that later. Right now, we need to go kill some things with a scythe. And I think we're going to use the overpopulation of animals in my animal pen over here. We'll just... I got earthen spirits, sacred spirits, and aerial spirits. And let's go do it on a mob. So currently they're getting stuck right here. So we're gonna rectify that. Hi, Mr. Lootbee. I got an iron barrel, an oak drawer, an iron chest, a block of redstone, electrum, and aluminum. Okay. Okay. So, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Crap, do I have any lava eggs on me? No. Do I have my flint and steel on me by chance? No. That sucks. I have nothing on me that I can use this for right now. So... I'm just gonna hop up here real fast. And we're gonna turn off both of these killing devices. And we're gonna start... These stupid witches, they just keep drinking health pots. I can't hit them fast enough. Okay. We should now be able to turn these both back on. Kill the mobs. Now we just need to sort through all this. Do I have the garbage can on me? I think I might. Did I throw it in a chest somewhere? Dang it. Okay. There's only one way to do this. That is to run back to base and grab it. So I need a trash can. So we are going to look through all my chests to find that trash can. So... That's the fluid trash can. That's not the one I need. Item trash can. Yippee! We're gonna put these sacred spirits in there. Now then, before we go down there, everything I do want to keep is gonna go up into one of my backpacks. This, and this, that. Lockpicks in the bucket. Spirits. And the rune wood. Everything else can pretty much just be tossed. Did I throw my bag in here? I did. In this bag, which is also full of junk, which I need to clear out, we will be throwing everything else. Okay. All of this is going to be junk. And this is going back in my backpack so I don't accidentally throw it away. Okay. I do want the ender pearls though. So if I can save those, I will. Okay. Sort through all of this junk. Jesus, this has so much stuff. Okay, the wicked spirits I do need, infernal spirits I do need. Okay, we can get rid of this. Okay. What were all the spirits I needed? Okay, I need wicked, earthen, arcane. I got wicked. Okay, we have it. We're good. We are just gonna toss out some stuff that doesn't need to be in here. So that there's a little bit of space. Like these potions that only fit 4. We're gonna get rid of those. Because these potions suck. They take up so much space. I should have kept one of each and told this thing to never pick them up so they just go away in there. Okay. Now that we have all the spirits we need, hopefully I can figure out how to use this altar. So when you did wicked, we need, that's eldritch. Okay, wicked, arcane, earthen. And then I need soulstone and iron. We'll smelt this down to get the refined soulstone we need. Doesn't really say how many of those I need. So 12 spirit blocks takes 2. And soul stained. I can make a necklace. I can make that ornate ring I'm already wearing. And the jeweler's station does something, I don't know. I can make the soul stained steel scythe, which adds magic damage. So yeah, I just need 2. Which is okay. With 2, I just need these 2. Okay. So, if we run over here, I need 1, 1, 1, 1, 4, I think. I don't exactly know how to use this. No. That didn't work. Okay. Do I throw it on? It's doing something. Hmm. 3 wicked, 1 earth, and 1 arcane. I don't know how this works. Does Malum have a guide? It does. Fantastic. Let me go make that real fast so that I can figure out how this altar table works. Books are in one of these chests. I think it's the far one. It is. Fantastic. Encyclopedia Arcana. Okay. How do I make soul? Iron is mundane in the world. By attuning the metal with soulstone, it can create a steel that is simultaneously in and out of phase with the world. Anything made from soul sand steel is capable of... Okay, how do I do this? Lay the item I wish to infuse on top of it, along with an appropriate set of arcana. If I wish to infuse other items in the process, I must place them on some form of runewood item holder. Okay, so I need item holders. Great. Runewood obelisk. Totem base. Item pedestal. I wish that the quest log told me that I needed this, because that would make it, I don't know, easier. Runewood is in one of my bags. I think the runewood is in my alchemical bag. It is fantastic. So, runewood item pedestal. We're gonna go ahead and make 2 just in case. I know I only need 1 for this craft specifically. But I did give this an area for stuff to go around for this reason. Okay. Refined soulstone. Earthen spirit, arcane spirit, wicked spirit. We're gonna start with 1 iron. There we go. That's infusion. Okay. Looks like this is gonna take a second. There we go. The arcane has gone in. Soul-stained steel. We'll do 1 more. Should be almost out of refined soulstone because I can only make 2. A loot bee spawned in the same room as me. We'll turn on my magnet, ectoplasm, drawer, energy card, egg, item card, osmium. Okay. We have done that. We have the soul-stained steel. I had wicked spirits in here, apparently. Okay. Don't need any of that stuff in my inventory. I can make Spectre gear, apparently. I don't entirely know what that would be used for. Making lockpicks. That's cool. And for jewel craft, I do want to make this. Like, I do, because the rings and necklaces and all that, like, it adds so much. Let me do that really quick. 1 copper? No. 2 copper, 1 lapis. And then I need the source wood, or whatever. Not source wood, what is it? Archwood. Look around for any archwood I might have. I have the sapling. I have some logs. Okay, perfect. Let's go make that. I have a bunch of source in this guy already. Yeah, I had over 7,000. So this should just take a second. Okay, should be done. Great. Then we'll go home. And then I just completed a bunch of quests in the gearing up quest line, but let's grab these. Weeping Well can be found within the Deep Slate or in the Arcane Grove. Try offering it your arcane knowledge or raw resources, see what you might get in return. Certain recipes are hidden until you jump in. So I need to jump in the Void Well. That's so great. I'm definitely gonna do that. Okay, we can get artisan scrolls. We can get gems and jewelry. We did finish this quest here. So let's plop down the jewel craft station and see what we get. This drawer is full of lava, which is just amazing. So glad I don't have to worry about that anymore. So let's look at what jewels we have. This can be a jewel. This could be a jewel, so let's see what it does. Well, this is a metal, so I don't really want to mess with that, but I do want to see what it imparts. So, this can be used as a gem. This can be used as a gem. This can be used as a gem. This can be used as a metal. Okay. So the metals that can be used, because these are all gems, except dark steel is a metal. So I'm pretty sure I can craft the rings out of, say, iron or gold or copper. But let's see what, like, silver and lead and zinc get us. So in here, we have to pick one. So the gem set ring needs a gem and a metal. So this gem would give mana regen and 2 times quality from the Spectre Ingot. But if I did iron, it's slightly less. So it's mana regen, and it would only be 15%. If I did gold, it's 30%. If I did copper, it's 10%. Silver is 20%. Lead is 15%. And zinc doesn't work. So gold is a 1.5 times quality. Soulstein is a 2.2 times quality. And source gems do mana regen. Okay. Dimensional shard does draw speed. Let's look at gold. Draw speed is 30%. I think iron was just regular. No. Gold is the best that I can currently craft with. I think. Let's see if any of the other metals I have. Like, if I used uranium or osmium or nickel, would it be any different? The silver didn't, or the zinc didn't work, so I'm not sure. Uranium doesn't. Osmium doesn't. Nickel doesn't. Okay, so gold is my best. We'll get rid of these. What about ferrocore? Ferrocore doesn't do anything either. That's what I figured, but I just wanted to check that out. So, let's see what the different things do. This does cold damage. I do an additional 1.5 cold damage when I hit with it. That would be cool. Is it just a gem? It's a metal. This is 2 times quality. Steel is way better than gold. It says iron's jewelry gem, but it means it's a... that it's metal. So I could do an additional 2 cold damage with this. Although I haven't checked. Diamonds. Amethysts. Or emeralds. Those, I believe, are all gems in the... Because if I look up gem... Palace crystal, these are all... And then there's all the apotheosis gems. But then there's like garnet, onyx, peridot, moonstone, topaz. So let's grab all those. I think quartz think redstone, lapis. We'll see if coal qualifies. We'll see if Certus quartz qualifies. We'll see if ender pearls qualify. Let's see what else we've got that might work as a gem in here. Not really seeing anything that might work as a gem. I know I have some gems in my bag. Glowstone might work. And then in my alchemical bag, I believe I actually have an actual gem. Yeah, peridot. We have... We'll see what dark steel works as a metal, and I have moonstone. Okay, I think that's all the things that could work as a gem. That isn't just a straight up, like, apotheosis gem. Okay, and this is just the simple ring. There's many different crafts for it. So we want to see what dark steel does. 2 times quality, so it's the same as the steel, and the steel is way easier for me to get. So, diamond is +4 armor. Amethyst is +2 armor pierce. Emerald is +10% speed. Quartz doesn't work. Does it work as a metal? No. Okay. Moonstone is arrow damage. Let me organize this a little bit. Redstone doesn't work. Glowstone doesn't work. Lapis is experience gained. Coal doesn't work. Certus quartz doesn't work. Ender pearls don't work. Peridot is mining speed. And that's not it. So this ring is just an attribute, and I'm sure if I did it on the necklace, it would be the same attribute. Yeah, mining speed. But simple chain gains an attribute from the metal. So this is knockback resistance. This would be mining efficiency. This would be mining speed. Arrow velocity. Mining speed. I don't know if coal works. It does not. But, like, if I then went to the Amulet of Protection, clay balls would give me protection from... this would give weakness. This would give slowness. Peridot would give... it would pull the attacker. Source gem would just be source gem. Doesn't give an attribute. Dimensional shard doesn't give an attribute. Emeralds would create items. Moonstone is a wind burst. Diamonds is inflict 3 magic damage. Amethyst has inflict 5 thorns damage. This is a good necklace. But that's only a few of the things. The regular band, if I did steel, would be knockback resistance. Like, it's the same thing as this chain. So, I want to unlock some of the other things and see what just the metal does. And lead. So, like, if we came in here and we did just a chain, the lead chain would do submerged mining speed, copper would be attack speed, iron ingot would be armor. Like, having a 10% boost to my attack speed from copper would be so nice. I need to shop around with those, but the thing I want to do is go back to spawn, because I am sleeping on these scrolls, and the scrolls are in here. I might buy... Ooh, a lesser combat relic. I know that that's probably going to make it so that I don't have enough. Snowshoes and running shoes. We'll look into those later. But if I go to the Magician... Is it the Magician? No. So some of these people sell artisan scrolls. And the artisan scrolls unlock new crafts in that machine. Not machine. That, the artisan's workbench. The enchanter does, I know. Okay. This unlocks the sharpshooter's loop. Piglin ring. Amulet of protection I already learned, so I shouldn't have bought that one. This is a regular artisan scroll. Can I use the artisan scroll for anything? No, so I wasted a bunch of money in here. Specifically, I wasted 30. No, hold on. This one didn't load right. It's a regular artisan scroll. It shouldn't have been. Hey, refund me, bucko. Anyway, so that unlocked some new amulets, and I think it was... Catalyst? Yeah, he has the rings. So I could get the Ring of Haggling, the Ring of Bane, the Stalwart Ring, the Tearstone Ring, and the Improved Gemset Ring. So, if we go home, through a little tempad device, I now have all of these in here. So the Sharpshooter's Loop, on projectile hit, inflicts slowness. Like, it's the same thing that we did before. So if I did Amethyst, inflict 4 thorns damage. In the Rhinestone Amulet, we can put 3 gems. If I do all diamond, it's 7.5 armor. If I remove diamond and add in Moonstone, it's 5 armor, arrow damage. Amethyst would be armor pierce. Emerald would be speed and armor. Like, I can do so many different combinations here. Like, I could boost my armor and my cold damage with this. This would be really good. Mining speed, armor, and cold damage from just a necklace. The Piglin Signet Ring. The Signet, I believe, actually has to be made out of gold. But it makes all the Piglins neutral. And I can make it out of any material, and it still does that. So that one's a little useless for me right now, but it is possible that I now have it. So I will do that off stream, and then just show you guys what I picked. I'll do a little bit of research, and figure out what I want everything to be. Let's do the outline of this running shoe. Oh, it's this. Hold on. Okay. Increase my running speed by 50%. Okay. Let me equip them on my feet slot. So this is regular walking. It slowly increases over time, I think. Yeah. So the longer I'm running, the bigger boost I get from these running shoes. That's cool. Let's look at these. Light step allows walking on powdered snow without sinking. My assumption is it's going to be the same kind of outline thing as the last one. Yeah. Increase movement speed on snow by 20%. Oh, look at that. I got little shoes on. That's cool. So we'll do We'll look into that. But we did this. Let's explore a vault. Let's explore the maze vault. First, we're going to empty my inventory. And that requires a bunch more chests, because my inventory space is pretty much non-existent. For now, I'm going to make a basic ME system offline. If there's anything cool, I might record it, but really, I just need crafting space. So, why can I not find these chests? There were so many of them earlier. There they are. Okay. So we are going to put 1, 2, 3 of these down. And we are just going to empty the backpack, but I actually need to grab all the stuff that I actually want to keep elsewhere. So I actually want to keep a bow on me from now on, because it could serve useful. Whereas a lot of the other stuff I have really isn't. But for fighting bosses and stuff, I want a bow so that I can do more ranged combat. And then we empty the backpack. Empty all of this out, and then I will just need to go back through and grab everything I actually want to keep. Legendary ink, apparently. Nope, I wanted those. There's where my chests were. They're in my backpack, because of course they were. Alrighty. We will deal with all this stuff later. For now, my backpack will have food, a couple pieces of spare armor. Actually, now that stuff's being repaired, I shouldn't need spare armor. But I'll keep it on just in case. That should be enough food. Do I need anything else from these chests? Not currently, I don't think. I can turn this into a spell book. That'd be cool. I think I'm good. I do need my arrows. Okay. And I need my quiver. I don't need these special arrows, I just need a bunch of regular arrows. And this will go in one of my curio slots. We'll slap it on as a curio, so that my bow never needs me to hold arrows in my inventory. So now we will use the Explorer's Compass combined with this compass, because this is the Light Bender. Does this show me the vault? Burning Disco, Chicken Jockey, Create, Echoing Dread, Portal, Twilight Forest. Vault of the Light Bender. Okay, how far away are we talking? It's really far. Those are Twilight Forest vaults. Burning Disco is gonna be from that one. Create Echoing Dread. The Maze Vault. That should be it. Right? This is saying opposite directions. Oh, it's because it's not found because its radius is only 500 blocks. So we'll have to dig a little in the direction of it for it to register. So let's hop down here and dig in the right direction. And then, once I'm within a certain range, then I can use the Explorer's Compass to teleport to the general vicinity, and then the other compass to teleport the rest of the way. Okay. Not found. Okay, so we need to go a little further. Well, I mean, I do need to go about 100 blocks. Alrighty. We'll just mine for a little bit, and then we'll try teleporting again. Okay. That feels like about 100 blocks. I haven't been counting. I mean, I don't have an exact count. Searching. Not found. Okay, so we're close. It knows there is one, but it doesn't know where exactly it is. Okay. Let's give it another shot. Not found. Okay, how far away am I? 514 blocks. Of course, I'm 14 blocks away from being able to teleport to it. We're gonna go a little closer so that the Explorer's Compass doesn't teleport me into the, like, wall. But now I should be within range of the Explorer's Compass. Actually, I might still be like 200 blocks out. I don't exactly know how the compass works. Yeah, not found. That's what I thought. Okay. We're gonna be mining for a while. So, once I'm within range, I guess we'll go from there. Alrighty. So we will use the Explorer's Compass to teleport. Okay. Teleport me, please. Okay, we have to wait for the world to load. The Explorer's Compass put me above the bedrock. Which I wasn't expecting, but... Okay. There we go. Jesus. That was a little scary. So we are now in a maze. There are force fields and buttons that deactivate them. So that button deactivated this force field. That button will deactivate another force field. We will break the spawners I come across. Blue deactivates one of them. I don't need my hammer right now, so we will replace the hammer with lockpicks. Hey, I broke this. Oh, I can't break it. That's right. Wow, this is not good loot. Okay, the blue one, I believe, should have released something. Did I ever actually hit the blue one? I don't remember. I think I did, yeah. That unlocks purple, which unlocks yellow. Which unlocked orange. Okay, maze slimes suck. Unlocks orange. So this is just a straight up maze, but it's not really a straight up maze, which is great. So orange didn't really do anything for me. And the slimes suck. So orange, yellow, maybe? Yeah, so that unlocked this way. Green opens up this way. Pink. Nothing over here. They don't have a respawn, or not respawn timer, but like a hit timer. So they just constantly hit me. This is one of my least favorite mobs from the Twilight Forest. I personally think the Twilight Forest is overused because it hasn't really been updated in like 20 years, but I mean, I know it's not been literally 20 years, because Twilight Forest, I think, was introduced in 1.7, and that was 10 years ago? I think. Don't trust me on that. Don't quote me on that, I mean. I assume the colors are supposed to mean something, but I don't know. All looks the same to me. That unlocked this chest. Sure, we'll grab all that. Okay, that didn't unlock that. Where's that? Did it unlock something this other way? Have another chest. These running shoes were maybe one of the best items I could have gotten. No. This was pink. We're back here again. This was green. This was the no sign. This is a chest. This is blocked off. My assumption is that it undid something back over here near the beginning. So it wasn't either of those. Was it the beginning one? I should have brought my invisibility scarf. That would have made this way easier. Because then the enemies can't attack me. So this way was this chest. This was green. This was pink. The other way was no. This way was white and a chest. This way was the question mark one, which apparently did nothing. Get out of my way. These slimes suck so much. I can deactivate some. I didn't make it so I couldn't edit. I just made it so that I couldn't break anything. If I deactivate buttons, I don't think it does anything. Oh, it does. So I shouldn't deactivate buttons. Unless maybe I am supposed to be deactivating the buttons. I hate slimes. They suck so much. No, I don't think deactivating them does anything. This force field is still here. Now I need to reactivate the 3 buttons I turned off. What button did I leave turned off? Was it green? Did I leave green turned off on accident? No, green's there. Pink's there. This new one. I'm seriously lost. Okay, this was white. Turn off white. Yeah, that blocks off this one. And when I deal damage, that thing flashes up. I don't know exactly what it does, or what it means. seriously, the range on these guys is insane. Okay, let's turn back on white. I need to get through here. Somehow. And I could cheese it with an ender pearl. I had thought to bring any. Like, turn off question mark. Does that do anything? That blocked off this. So that was not a required one to be on. Which means I am missing something. This is the no one. This was a chest. It's a chest. This is yellow. There's blue down there. Wasn't blue one of the first ones I hit? So I've unclicked blue. And I can't cheat by doing this because there's nothing here. That could be helpful. Yes, I've located the vault. I need to complete the maze vault somehow. Which is not easy, apparently. Let's activate yellow. Activate blue. Activate magenta. So let's deactivate orange. See what that changes. Yeah, that blocks us off here. So we need orange activated. Okay. That blocks us, that unblocks us here. We're still blocked right here. Okay, we have something here. Ooh. That brings us here. Through here we get to green. Up this way brings us to the sign. Right here is pink. And then white is over here. I'm very confused. Hold on, guys. Let me research this and be back in a second. Okay, had to watch a couple videos and look at posts about it, but I figured it out. And it's not because I'm bugged or anything. Which is, it's a little stupid the way that this works. It is a puzzle, so it's not just turn on all the lights. But there's no explanation of anything in here. So apparently, I was on the right track back with turning lights off and seeing what changed. So I think I would have gotten it eventually. So the way to do it is turn off magenta. That blocks this side but opens up the other side. And then you go back to the other side and turn off orange. So run back over here. These slimes are so annoying. Let me hit the button. Okay, button is hit. That allows me to get through here. So this side is this button. And that opens the exit up. So let me go the other way. So back this way. Okay. Okay. We get way better loot if I don't use the lockpicks. It says that it doesn't, that it should give me the best loot, but I am not getting that. I will grab this replica block. Okay. So there's that completed. Finally, that took way more time than it probably should have. If I just thought about it a little harder, it would have worked. But let's get out of here. And mine out a little bit and then go home. Okay, right there. Teleport home. And we're home. Okay. The quantum goat is approaching. I don't know where he went. There he is. I got an iron ingot. Okay. I got some loot from there. I got a diamond axe to replace my axe. That's nice. Pulsating alloy. I got a replica block, which is just 9 replica ingots. Which I can use to make something. I don't remember. I don't know. I've never used the replication mod. But I got 8 blocks of Fortron infused blocks. I got a redstone repeater. Okay. Creating Fortron. The coercion driver will slowly generate Fortron over time. Fortron is mainly used to power your MFFSS machines, but you can also use it to make more Fortron-infused ingots in the world engine once you have upgraded it. Okay. How do I unlock this? And you probably need to go talk to the guy, but let me make this bad boy. I need steel, focus matrix, and a battery. I don't know where my steel ended up. Actually, I do. It's over here. In this chest? No, this one? Yes, there's the steel. So I need a focus matrix and a coercion deriver. Okay. I don't need most of the junk I picked up in there. So, a quantum link. What's designated spot and linking it to the main world engine system block using a pattern provider. Your army system will have a direct link to the world engine, allowing you to directly request crafting recipes and process from the world engine. The Lightbender seems convinced that this relatively simple upgrade will change the way you interface with the world engine. Well, first I need an ME system in order to do that, but, you know, that's fine. I can figure that out. Okay, so we'll go back to spawn, go talk to the Lightbender. Excellent work, my fellow scholar. Your comprehension of applied photonics is surprising. Now that you've learned to refract and infuse light into matter, it's time to link your world engine directly to a quantum network. This will allow information to be transferred instantly, eliminating the need for tedious manual retrieval every time you wish to use its power. A quantum link connects your world engine with your applied energistic system via a pattern provider, granting access to all stored items and data. With the pattern provider connection established, your AE system can interface directly with the world engine for real-time crafting and processing. I need to craft a quantum link chamber and 8 quantum rings, and that should have also unlocked a couple new things through him. A phantom data model, an entangled binder, phantom connector, the focus matrix, night vision goggles, a warp scroll, node stuff, Fortron infused blocks. Okay, next thing to do is actually go to my world engine, I think, because they want me to use this coercion deriver to turn I don't know. The ingots? Does it need power? Like if I put this right here, and it's receiving power, and I tell it to derive. Frequency of 10. Okay, now it's generating Fortron. Now is that a fluid? Okay, so it does need power, so I was right with that. Put this here, ignore redstone, and derive. It will be making Fortron, but it's running out of power. Of course it is. Okay, so before I can do anything with Fortron, except to make this extractor, except I need Kivy, which is Skystone on my thing. Okay. Let's go home. And let's call that a day. So between streams, I'll probably make my AE2 system and set up some extractors and set up power in the world engine. But that is the end of today's episode. That is the end of today's episode of Stoneblock 4. If you did enjoy, please make sure to scroll on down, hit the like button, maybe subscribe and leave a comment, hit that bell to get notified the next time I upload, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day.